Asian race you would like to say the most attractive?
I'll say Korean. Women here are getting prettier and prettier.
What makes you to come to Korea?
My dad's work is here, and since 2013, me and my family, my core family, we've been living here ever since. So it's been about 10 and a half years since me and my family lived here. Mainly, we're here because of my dad's work.
What would you rate living in Korea out of 10?
I would say a solid 9 out of 10. Mainly because I'm surprised at how safe this whole country is. It's convenient for most people, even for myself. And public transportation is really, really awesome. And just like the vibe in Korea.
Can you give one word to describe Korean, Japanese, and Chinese? Do they all look the same to you?
I was gonna differentiate them with like MBTIs, alright? Get this. Korea, I feel like, in my opinion, you can agree to disagree, but Korea is more of ISTP or ISTJ, that kind of personality. And then for Japan, I only went to Japan once, but I have a feeling that they're like more of a, what's that, INFP? They have that INFP personality, Japan. And then China, although I've never been there, but I've interacted with lots of people from the mainland. I feel like they are like ENTP or something like that. I don't know, but it's just, I don't have like one word to describe all of them. For nationality, I don't have one word to describe, but you know, I like all of them. I like all people.
Can you feel the difference between Hong Kong people, mainland people, and Taiwanese?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that answer, but I've been to Hong Kong like multiple times. Actually, Hong Kong was my first international trip when I was young, very young. So I mean, I guess they like to like get stuff done. This was what I get from their personalities, and when I first like interact with them, like even like going to restaurants and stuff, they like to get stuff done. They don't want to like do small talk, so I like that. Yeah.
Can you distinguish different Asians?
I think to an extent I can. I can probably tell by, I think, the way they carry themselves as an individual or when they're in a group setting. I think maybe I can also tell by the way they, I think, learn the English language, I think. So those are my takes on how to distinguish between the different nationalities in Asia.
So what is the stereotype you have received as a Filipinos?
They always ask me if I play this song called Lemonade by Jeremy Passion. It's like a ukulele song, but it was sung by a Filipino as well. But every time, like if people would come up to me and ask if I play an instrument and they ask me to play that song Lemonade, I will not sing it for you. I won't play it for you. But no, I'm kidding. But that's the kind of stereotype that I get because it became a meme like I think a few years ago. But I think it's still a meme to this day. I don't know. I may be wrong though.
So how long have you been living in Korea and encounter any difficulties?
I've lived here for about 10 and a half years now. And at first, the language and the local mannerisms were definitely the biggest difficulties I had to overcome when I started living here or when I would like come here on vacation. Thankfully, I was able to learn the language and live here for quite some time, and so I was able to overcome those difficulties. Yeah.
So what is the biggest cultural shock you have here?
Oh, it's so everything and everyone is so trusting. I'm surprised that you can just leave your bag anywhere and people won't even mind it at all. Like if you leave your bag or your wallet or your phone on your table, they won't mind it because they know that someone's gonna sit there. If it's in any other country, that's gone. Goodbye.
Which is the best countries in the world you think?
I don't know actually. I have to go to Europe to answer that question. I'm kidding. But I think for now, I want to say it's between here or Japan. I know both are pretty similar in terms of the way of living and all that stuff. But I'd say my answer for now is probably Korea's probably the best country, in my opinion. Because of convenience and cleanliness and just being able to get around the cities and areas pretty easily. And I don't know, I just like the overall vibe here after living here for many years. Yeah.
Have you ever thought of going back to Philippines? Living there?
Like living there. I've thought about it before, but I know that maybe in a few more years that will be my reality, and my reality right now won't be my reality right now will be transferred to the Philippines. So I've had some imaginary situations where I would find work over there probably, but I can't imagine it that far into the future, but become a reality in a few more years. But right now I don't see myself living there at the moment.
So are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Yeah, I like my life here in Korea personally. Yeah.
So you follow your family to come here for like 10 years already. Would
Yeah.
you consider yourself a Korean rather than a Philippines?
I'll say this. I was born in the Philippines, but I grew up in Korea. Korea is where most of my adolescent, I nurtured my adolescent years. I started growing up here in Korea as a teenager when I literally just turned 13. So everything like the puberty and hormonal changes, all happened when I started living here in Korea. When I was living in the Philippines for the first 12 years of my life, I didn't have any of puberty didn't actually happen yet. I was still young. I was still trying to just have fun and kind of make friends, but then it all kind of died down. And then when I first came here to Korea, that's when I found the light at the other end of the tunnel. So I was able to find my way to make my new life here in Korea a bit better.
I also know you're very talented in music. So what
Thank
genre
you.
of music you would like to produce?
Well, mostly produce. Well, I write just pop music, acoustic pop stuff, because that's the acoustic guitar is what I mostly play on. I'm no shredder whatsoever. I can't solo for crap, but I like just playing music on the acoustic guitar. I started playing the guitar when I was 17, and then I thought, why not try to write songs and nurture my talent a bit more, this newfound talent that I found. So I produce and write just singer-songwriter stuff, and just think Ed Sheeran or Lizzie McAlpine music, and so that's the kind of music I'm inspired by. Yeah.
Which Asian race do you like to say the most attractive, physically or personality?
Oh man, attractive Asian. In my opinion, honestly, I want to say Korean. Koreans the ladies are very attractive here. Now that you have not only the K-pop industry is booming, but I've noticed that women here are getting prettier and prettier. Low key, they're getting more stylish these days. I'd say Korean's the most attractive Asian race.
What do you want to tell everyone about Philippines?
Well, as Filipinos, we're very hospitable and welcoming, so don't be afraid to even approach me, a Filipino myself. We will beat you at karaoke for sure, because we love to sing. And even though almost all of our foods are not so spicy, I am guaranteeing you that you will like them. So try our foods, especially our mangoes.